You have liquid courage in you, but not that much liquid courage. You saw the writing on the wall, the harvest child would be too much. But now you've found some healing salves, and you recognize that the sprawl may be a better test. Best to press on. Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Loki Orn, and we're back at it with Insane Crown Posse heading into the sprawl here, our second zone. And hoping to face the lair this time. We also have a reward for going to the Oasis, which we would not mind doing.
The great cities of man.
There's the Oasis. There's the lair.
Flame.
We can go both. Cool. Time-worn volumes, you say? Hoarder, caged creature, hospital. Okay. So we could, in theory, hit 2 hospitals, but we're kind of broke. So we hit time-worn volumes, right? Yeah. We hit time-worn volumes, then we head over to the hoarder.
The unknown
Or we can get this hoarder.
Be wary.
Choices. Let's see what time-worn volumes gives us. We'd want to hit at least 1 hoarder because we get some loot for doing that, and then that sets up that field hospital. Quirk or books, we'll take books. Pathfinder. And we got 2 of the books. Not the, well, I guess the 2 we probably want since we're not planning to head back to this one. If we lose another wheel, how much of a problem is that? Okay, it's not great, but it's okay. Don't know what this is, but it's probably more valuable than that assistance encounter. Yeah, a fight is definitely worth more to us. Hope everyone's doing well out there as we continue to dive here. The Insane Crown Posse is the name of this formation, though, as I said before, not really sure about that name. I definitely understand the allusion to the Insane Clown Posse. That makes sense. What I'm not picking up on here is, without the leper here, why is this the Insane Crown Posse? Like, isn't the leper the king? You know, so I guess, comment section down below if you know, if you have an explanation for that. Yeah, let's just get rid of her, I guess. There we go. There we go again. But we did get rid of the one that's causing stress damage. This guy's probably going to do his thing. Do his ignite here. Why? Because they hate me, that's why. Oh no, just whip trip. That's fine with us.
The work continues.
Now we solo. I need to upgrade solo, actually. That's probably the one I should have upgraded. Need that, need those to be dodge pluses, I think. This guy does get 2 rounds a turn, so that's 15 damage. That's coming fairly quickly. Attaboy! Attaboy, Vittorio. That's what we want to see. Attaboy, Clive. That's what we want to see. We keep swinging in here. suboptimal. We'll actually take that 9 points of healing.
Grows tenuous.
Ooh, doubly suboptimal. That actually means we stall a turn because I need to stress heal that. Oh no, he's dazed. Never mind. Oopsie. Yep. That actually kind of makes me think maybe Retribution isn't the play here.
Await those who dare.
Like, it's great from the perspective of... It's great from the perspective of getting rid of, like, covering. I guess it has to be good enough. But let's maybe pop in... Oh, we got those. Yeah, we're fine. Alright, so everybody wants to go to this assistance encounter. But I want to go to the Hoarder. Miles is just going to have to be stressed here for a moment.
Let us hope the madman's scrounging has borne fruit.
Alright, Hoarder, what do you got for me? I'll just settle for some money. There we go. Bunch of stuff that would have been, you know, would have been kind of useful. Wouldn't mind Stiff Drink. Wouldn't mind Greater Hail Drop. Wouldn't mind his rings. As it stands, Soothing Poultices would have been useful. Probably still worth buying, actually. Yeah, those are still worth buying. Those are worth buying, too. Yeah, we're spending down here. But we're buying some items that we can get some mileage out of.
Problem, is it not? If you hope to heal, you have chosen wisely.
Yeah. Spent down a little bit there, which is probably not the best, given that we are heading to a field hospital. I wanted to buy healing items. But I think that the burn salves are really useful in this particular level.
The futility of her work, but undertakes it nonetheless.
Well, we wouldn't have been able to buy healing items anyway. 2 more burn salves? Is that what we want? We don't really want that. I don't really want any of this. How much does it cost to heal you to full? Oh, you're already at full. Okay. Toonhammer, Squeamish, Stiff Knees. Braggart, Boisterous. Get rid of Braggart. Tired of that.
The worst habits can be overcome. The destination is never in question. Only the route you take to get there.
Once again, kind of sticking to the plan here. Go to this oasis. Go here. We will be up to 3 loathing as we head into the lair, but the lair will knock it down 2, and the Oblivion's Ingress will knock it down the rest. Alright, what do we got? Alright, so it's a stress heal or a stress heal. Clive doesn't like it anyway, but that lets us knock that stress down to meaningless. Which means we sub those out for those. Stack that up. Bring those in as well, right?
Choice. At least it should be.
Because then we've got... There we go. I would like to use the Death Cap Spores against the, I would have liked to use those against the lair, but I think I need to bring in some healing items. Just be kind of practical about that.
The beautiful illusion that was the world.
We'll take a Cosmic Slayer proc.
Undone.
It's on a character that's maybe the least exciting about it, but let's get this guy ticking down.
Measured and steady.
Straight to Sightless Miasma. That doesn't fix blind, but it does give me the riposte, which I like.
Measure out your violence and apply it judiciously.
Which conveniently lets us get rid of the blind there. Another blind. That's... Do I spend that? No.
A master stroke.
We're letting the cherub exist. Particularly if he's going to do useless stuff like that. Alright, dead in 2. Dead here. That's what we like to see. Min rolling the damage means that that thing is not at death's door. That's okay, though. We'll kill it this turn before it gets to crit. Face your confession! I mean... No, he just executes. Yeah.
Haste and carelessness. Hallmarks of the unprepared.
Wicked Slice just as an execute does the job.
Steady yourself.
Dance in, dance back out. Get that dot ticking. Really? Man, off by 2. That's unfortunate. Come on, please, Nocturne Commune. Yeah, thank you.
A lesson taught is a lesson learned. The loathing whispers.
Two hail drots. His crit chance is low, but gosh golly, does he have a bunch of HP. All right, everyone wants to go to the lair. That's what we like to see. That's what we want the squad to do. Alrighty. So we got some removal. Dump. Yeah, that feels right. Our trinket gain has been kind of disappointing.
You have calculated your odds carefully. This will not be easy.
Also, coming in at 2 instead of 1 is pretty sweet, because that means we do knock it down to 0. Unfortunately, we do pick up 1 off the final Oblivion's Rampart, which is a little annoying. But I think it's okay. Alrighty. You're ordained, so let's deal with you first, I suppose.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
We might be able to kill here. Boom. Headshot. Man, formations like this really make me appreciate the Plague Doctor. Like, just comparatively speaking, how much easier would this formation be if the Grave Robber was the Plague Doctor? Like, a lot of these fights would just be so much more trivial. Alright, Grave Robber, your job is kill that thing. Your job, Clive, is kill that thing. And Miles, you just keep swanging. Why are you? Oh, he's healing because he's losing max HP. That's funny. Dead. And dead. Light's pretty low. But we knew that was going to be a thing. Ambush, but like the mildest ambush imaginable. Hardly even care. Like, oddly enough, this doesn't even, like, hardly do anything, because we just solo. If anything, it gave everyone a 3% damage buff, which is kind of cute. Nice. Good start. That's what we like to see, Pyromaniac. Vittorio, that's what we like to see.
Large.
That's what we pay you for. Don't really want to hold the line. Could bellow, but I think we just retribution. Catch a stray somewhere in the mix here.
Mistimed. As directed.
No, we tried. Ooh, actually, I should have hit the Immolatus. That was wrong. That was very wrong. Now we're going to see fire rises and stuff happening, which is obnoxious. And of course, this guy's in the damn Matrix, so, you know.
Steady yourself.
Yeah, I should have finale'd the Immolatus there. It ultimately is not going to... 3 in a row. Why not? I think ultimately it's not going to matter. You're dead, right? You're not dead, but you're on your way to being dead. I'm not worried about it.
The enemy weakens and
All right,
wins.
50-50? Damn. 0 for 4 on 50-50s. At least we down that guy with a riposte. That's fun, at least.
This is no time
For the
to
second time, our formation's getting pretty roughed up for a zone here. Heals for 6. You know what? We'll bellow. Why not?
agony.
Yeah, it seems like this is going to be a
Accumulation.
sketchy fight here. Not killing the Immolatus really messed me up, actually. There we
The
go.
smallest variable can make all the difference.
Off by 1. Off by 1. And we're all taking, like, huge burn damage here. Actually think I probably need to do that. Think we risk it. Ooh, Enlightening Element. Charred Litany does nothing. Stiff Drink. Complete Catalog. Compress Kit. Yeah, sure. All right, we're not gonna run away from a second layer, particularly not the one I think we have the best shot at
He teeters
dealing with.
madly upon his ladder, reveling in the fiery destruction of human accomplishment.
All right, but min rolling damage is not how this is gonna work for us. Oof, we're taking 2 Burning Brights this fight. Almost no way for us to avoid it here. At least we managed to get rid of all of his dodges, which is nice. We'll harvest because we want him to be able to heal. I do think we'll spend that as well. Restack up our riposte, get some dodge. Now we could harvest again, but I think we actually solo. keep removing these burns while we have the
The
chance.
enemy weakens and wanes.
Good dodge. Because you can't reach, right? So yeah, we just bellow. Oh for 5 on the 50-50s? Or something like that? We're 0 for a very unfortunate number of 50-50s. We are taking another Burning Bright here, but we are ticking him down fairly quickly, which is good. And we are getting the riposts in, which is good as well. Attaboy. That's what we like to see. Alrighty. Well, we got 2, 2, 2.
A miscalculation, perhaps.
0 for 6 on 50-50s? We're 0 for a lot on 50-50s here. 0 for 7? And about to melt down. Thankfully, we can fix that. There we go. Finally hit a 50-50. Now Clive does melt down, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh well. Terrified. That's bad.
Lenity. Grace.
The good news is the fight's over.
Small acts that drive back the darkness.
Clive does hit death's door, unfortunately. But then we end the fight. Oof, that was unfortunate.
In this weighty gloom,
We got our loot, though, which is good. Whose speed is that high? Yours is. I think we just get rid of all those. Keep all those. Definitely lose those. Now we get to reload the piggy bank here. Well, I guess we just put those in. Actually, no, we put those in and start stress healing. Jeez, what a goofy situation we're in. At least we're rich. There's something to be said for having money.
emptiness and dissolution.
Fight, fight, fight. Yeah, we'll fight with a vulnerable. I probably should have gone from Clyde, but giving the whole enemy vulnerable seems like a pretty good gig for me. Oh, just everyone. Okay. And actually, we're just gonna immediately start spending down the mineral-rich spring water, I think. Nice. Enlightening element. Triggering. That's a great start to the old cause here.
Hold fast, for who knows what lurks in the beyond.
We got him down at least. What do we do here? Well, I guess we get rid of you.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
That's obnoxious, but I think we've got to be okay with it.
Messy. but effective. Mistimed, misdirected.
Man, any, like, poultices are actually going to be pretty relevant to us too, aren't they? Just to have freaking resistances.
Incremental, but deadly all the same.
Smack again. We're heading into the Deacon fight, and I do not feel super, super strong right now. I'll tell you that much for free. Let's get our stress back under control. Alright. Now, he would be going to Death's Door, but we're going to prevent that. And get the execution off, which is great. And then Retribution just to try to protect Clive for a turn here.
Extinguished at last.
Alright, fight's over, thank God.
The past is gone. Let it die.
Now we'll take Distracting Dust with us, I suppose. I guess so. It's not my favorite, but it does do something here. All right, what do we need to load up some more kit here. Man. Just broke as a joke. We got all the stew we could ever want. Man, why is it when I do a rabbit run, my stew pot only triggers intermittently, but I do a crocodile run and my stew pot triggers every 20 seconds? It seems. So we've successfully avoided an exaltation, and that is a great miss to get. That Fade to Black just paid for itself, like, in spades. Now, he's only got 34 HP, but I think we try to avoid a worship if possible. It's gonna be hard. 26? Can we do that? Let's certainly try.
Emboldened.
Not if we min roll damage. Well, I should say we're not going to kill her without her getting a turn, at least. Not with min roll damage. But at least we blinded her, which got the miss, which we like, and then got the execution off.
The work continues.
No worships for you. You know what? Fade to Black's been paying out here, so we're not gonna say no.
A breakthrough.
Ooh, big miss.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Do it with the gun. Do it with the gat.
in this weighty gloom.
Why did you pick up a stress for attacking from range? What is that from? Sanguine? Oh, just terrified. Or boisterous Toonhammer? Oh no, nautical compass. That's why. Okay. Ooh, lockjaw. Nah. We talked about it, but I don't think it's gonna be better. Don't need all this invigorating stew. Holy. Miss all of our little goody huts. But we did get candles and chocolate, which is a nice pickup. Made it to the inn.
Rest tonight.
Terrified and Pathfinder.
Under the mountain's unblinking gaze.
Vittorio Raconteur. Nice Raconteur is a nice pickup. Another summit view. Okay. Ooh.
Fire and rot. Is there no sanctuary?
Do we go to the
from this
catacombs?
Madness?
I think we do. Chance to keep scaling.
Each improvement, a new variable in the equation of your fate.
And then before we repair our wagon, let's check.
For wealth no longer has meaning.
Merchant's Guild sale, blueprint
If
tubes.
indeed it ever did.
We could buy steel plating, which actually gives us some free stuff. I don't think that's worth it, though. Do we want one of those books? Probably not going back to the sprawl here. Buy the Fetter book. Why not? Probably need to buy that meditative totem, too. And potentially that triage kit. Yeah, we probably need to buy that. Alright. Alright, so what is Kleptomaniac, Toonhammer? Okay, so whoever, basically. We'll get rid of Toonhammer. Only +1, that's unfortunate. There we go. So we've got all the books for all the options that will matter here. All right, so now just increased crit chance. That's it. Oh well, it becomes 10 to 13. Yeah, we upgrade that. Upgrade Inspiring Tune to get stress under control. We have been so starved for mastery points. Oh, it's we also kind of wanted Solo's upgrade, right? I think Solo can wait though. I think we need to get some other stuff up. We are bringing in Dead of Night for this. But that doesn't need to be upgraded, I don't think. I'll give Courageous Bandit its upgrade. Alrighty. Are there any Stitcher's kits? There is. Kind of want that. Kind of want that.
Comfort on the road to damnation.
And kind of want that. Let's go. Calming Incense. Get them going. Vittorio, why not? Stitcher's kit. Oh, damn, you're squeamish. Okay, that's fine. Save the rest of that. Got books for everywhere. Got some combat items. That'll do it. Thank you all, and see you in the catacombs.